Money isn't real. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.
Through training camp, out to see.
Those are pretty damn good averages. Hi, Alex Himes here, and it's time to get it right. Well, guys, I have my buddy in the studio for the first time, one of my oldest friends from high school, Darsan Solomon, my guy.
Yeah, glad I could finally make it.
Come on, man. It's been like 5 years of me talking about having you in the studio and doing a show together, right?
Yeah, exactly. It like keeps coming up, and then I keep saying, yeah, I definitely want to do it, and then life comes up and we forget, but now I'm actually here on the show.
And crazy, all it took was coronavirus to be a thing.
Exactly. Coronavirus brings people together.
Right. If only everyone could get coronavirus, just like Jared said everyone should get AIDS, right? Oh, wait, that was that South Park episode. But by the way, I really don't hope anyone gets coronavirus, anyone that's dealing with it.
I really don't want anyone to get that. It's, like, not fun.
Yeah, no, that'd be a real sour pain in the ass, especially because you have to get, like, all that toilet paper and Purell from Costco, of which you're probably not going to be able to get.
Yeah, you know, people have been gouging the prices. Like, I think I saw, like, a 2-pack of toilet paper for, like, $99 on Amazon.
Man,
it's really messed up.
I need to go start buying up all the toilet paper I can and selling it on eBay.
Why don't we just bring back the old trend of using your left hand to wipe?
Oh, no.
Bring it back. It is time for some renaissance.
Renaissance. Left-hand wiping. Or, like, getting leaves and wiping. Unless it's a poison ivy, don't do that.
Yeah, or we could just brand them as spicy wipes. Modern problems require modern solutions.
We got an actual Renaissance man here. All right, guys.
Yeah, if you did that, you'd actually want to wash your hands more. It's actually amazing. I was at dance class recently, and they actually have signs up everywhere at Edge where I take class. And they actually have things saying, like, now how to wash your hands, and there are, like, 3 of them in the men's room. But I also noticed that people, instead of just dipping their fingers into the stream, they're actually doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so it's also kind of sickening to realize people were not washing their hands.
No, people weren't. People were not washing their hands. Like, you would go pee, people won't wash their hands. You go poop, people won't wash their hands. It's
just
disgusting.
Like you pee and you're like, I didn't get splashed on, I'm good.
Yeah, like, all right. I'll admit, like, when I was younger, I was a victim of doing something like that. I'm like, why do I need to wash my hands in my high-pitched, like, 13-year-old voice? Here I am all these years later, and hello, yes? What's up?
Nothing.
You just want to be in on the episode?
Just watching.
Oh, my God.
Come and see me before you go.
Okay. Well, guys, we just got a very great an abrupt interruptance. No, I can't even do that.
Yeah, that's not a word. I don't think that's a word.
It's been a
You might
hell
have
of a day.
coronavirus.
I might have corona. I've been telling people, I'm telling you, man, I'm off corona. I'm on Modelo. Dad joke of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, my dad popped in. That's why I made that dad joke. Shout out to my dad for coming into the studio.
Shout out to Dr. Himes.
Ode to Dr. Himes, right? Well, guys, you guys are tuning in right now. This is the latest episode of Get It Right with Alex Himes. And for those tuning in already, my good buddy Darsan Solomon, actor extraordinaire, a man of many faces, as well as well-traveled, well-versed, king of the bulls, Pitts.
Gosh, if I had the skin complexion to blush, I'd be blushing right now.
Ooh, man.
Because I'm black.
It's okay. We got a black guy and a Jewish guy here. I mean,
and I'm a black Jew, so you have that.
Cue the Law and Order bell. Dun dun. So we've known each other now for what, like sophomore year? My freshman year of high school. Your junior
year.
So that would have been 20. Freshman year was 2009 for me.
So I guess 11 years.
Shit.
Where has the time gone?
I know, man. It's been packed full of lemons.
Many lemons. Many memories.
Yes, there we go. So, like, I wanted to share a couple of funny memories and moments. And, like, one of them outright is the lemon joke. All right? Now, to those tuning in, yeah, the lemon joke is a series of jokes that have gone back since the sophomore year of high school for me, where my buddy made a joke on Facebook, posting a status where it was about we put real lemons in our pledge to clean our cars, but we put fake lemons in our sauce to cook and eat. And it just became the lemons joke. So we put 39 lemons on Tommy's car because he was in 39 steps, I think it was.
Oh, God, I'm a theater person. I don't remember the name.
It was
of the play.
39 Steps.
39 Steps, yeah. So we got 39 lemons from Pavilions before we got there, and we just decorated his car with them. Like, we had to get creative because, physics, so.
And it worked out. We got 39 lemons on his windshield. You remember we had a lemon fight?
Did it. Oh.
We had a lemon fight after.
Yeah, we were kind of short some lemons after that, but it worked. He appreciated it.
He did.
And you even had that channel, Lemon Vapes.
Oh, my God. Yeah, back in the day when I was young, naive, and when the vaping industry came out, I had a channel with him called Lemon Vapes. The joke was, it was a guy who was vaping zero nicotine, being myself, and Tommy, who at the time was smoking cigarettes. We got him off of cigarettes onto vaping, and I said part of it was I would go on to zero nic and vape with him if he did that. We made a channel of all things called Lemon Vapes. You know that our highest viewed video is at like 20,000 views?
Seriously?
That's more views than anything on this channel for my show. How sad is that?
Mega oof.
And that's the point I tell you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe at Alex Himes on YouTube. And also, if you like what I'm doing here, please at Himes World on all social medias. Give me a check out, like, subscribe, and a follow, please. And also, go check out my buddy Darsan Solomon everywhere.
Yes, thank you. I have a verified page on Facebook. I'm Dizzy Idiot.
He's
on
verified.
Twitter. Yeah, I'm verified on Facebook, the one that matters the least.
Right? Isn't that how crap happens, though?
Yeah, like right when they allowed you to submit for it, I said, hey, I'm on Victorious. And they're like, here. But yeah, Instagram's like, nah, you're not cool enough. And Twitter's like, who? But yeah, I'm at Darsan Solomon on Instagram and at Dizzy Idiot on Twitter. So you can find me there. I post all sorts of stuff.
He has some great content on Twitter, I gotta say.
I try to keep it fresh because social media has become kind of a cesspool as of late. What do you mean as of late? It's always been a cesspool.
It's always.
So I try to just brighten things up. And also, if you see me on TV, you get a sense of who I am just from the things I like to post.
Let's actually move the mic over just a little bit for you, closer to you. No, like just like in. You can also turn the mic like this.
Like that?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, mic adjustment.
Mic adjustment.
So yeah, but yeah, you got to see the things I post there just to give you a little insight on my sick sense of humor.
You have some of the funniest stuff that you post
Thanks.
on there.
I try.
The video about the coronavirus with Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I got a clip from Dragon Ball Z Abridged where it's everyone laughing and then Krillin saying, "Ha ha, we're gonna fucking die."
Oh, man, I'm going to have to go back and do so many edits of this for the radio version. But it's all right. This is how it is. We're doing it live like Bill O'Reilly, right?
Yeah, put them censor bleep. Those are always fun.
Right. So I'm telling you about the lemon story. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Lemon story, okay. How about when we went to Friday Night Live with Tommy and his mom?
Oh, my God. So Friday Night Live, for people who don't know, it's an event out here in Los Angeles where one of the local temples that we go to plays music, doing a live performance. It's actually a lot of fun. It's great. You get to really experience Shabbat in a very different light, in a very different way. Shabbat being Friday nights for those who also don't know what that is. And
all you goys out there.
Oh, goyas. I really hope that Larry David tunes in and sees this so I can get him on here. Shout out to Larry David and Curb Your Enthusiasm. The Jets killed Carl! You got to watch the new season.
I know I do. But yeah, one of the best parts about Friday Night Live was, like, I'm not really practicing. I just like hanging out with friends. So, I mean, it's sort of fun to do. And also, I grew up culturally Jewish, not really practicing. So, at least, got to celebrate Shabbat and Rosh Hashanah and the major holidays, Purim. But my favorite thing about Friday Night Live is, see, I'm a black Jew, and Urban Dictionary, first of all, described me as a mythical creature said to roam the streets of L.A., meaning there are not many of us that you can find. So I would go to the temple, and Alex, Tommy, and his mom, and they would all get the greetings from the rabbi of a very casual Laila Tov or Shabbat Shalom. And then they would look at me, and they would freeze. Because they didn't know what to say. They would stop. You could see the gears turning, and then you go, Shabbat Shalom. They're like, Shabbat Shalom. And I was just like, we all know what just happened there.
And we're sitting in there as they're playing music, and you and I are just, Tommy and his mom. All right, so forgive me for like going all out with this, but like we were sitting there, and like it's just something about him and I when we get into a room together. You and I have to have like social commentary about everything.
Yes, we do.
So we sit there and we're just cracking jokes the entire time. You
see, first of all, I really respect what they're going for with Friday Night Live. Just put a spin on a tradition, so that's fun. now that I'm there, I thought the songs could use a little flavor, but I also wanted to see how many people around me could hold it together, so I started making Lil Jon sounds like, yeah, okay. Just at, random parts in the songs, but, I have rhythm, so I could do it at the right moments, and just sort of the radius around us is snickering, trying so hard
Trying
to
not
hold
to
it
laugh.
together.
There was like an old woman in like a couple rows in front of us that looked behind a couple times too. Man.
Yeah. She appreciated it very much, even though she tried to look like she was disgusted.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Bro.
But we know she loved it.
Yeah, but it's all the older Jews that are going to be going to a Shabbat at a temple, especially something like that, and they're like,
We're here for the music. Keep your mouth shut. Shut it.
Sheket babakasha.
oh, God. Shout out to Miss Shiner, our Hebrew teacher from Beverly Hills High School. Darsan, you didn't have Hebrew. You had
I had
Spanish.
French.
You had French.
I had French, yeah.
Shout out to Miss Shiner.
Okay, shout out to Miss Shiner.
There we go. Oh, man. The Lemons, Shabbat.
Band.
Oh, my
We actually
God.
met in jazz band. Jazz band's where we really got to know each other, but we met in band and we had many shenanigans that would happen.
Remember the Subway sandwich that I left in the fucking cubicle?
Yeah, we had an experiment just to see how often the shelves are checked. So Alex stuck a footlong in a shelf, and we came back
Footlong
end of the
sub,
year.
just to clarify for those who are not watching and tuning in.
Yeah, it was a sandwich with, green stuff in it. And when we came back, the entire sandwich was green stuff because mold had festered. No one had bothered to look.
And that was 4 months.
Yeah.
4 months of a Subway sandwich brewing.
Oh my God, we could have submitted that for extra credit in science.
Damn, I could have used that. I flunked chemistry senior year.
I didn't take chemistry. Everyone complained about it, so I
Didn't
found
you
out.
take physics?
Yeah, I took physics. It counted as a lab science. You didn't have to take chemistry. Everyone suffered through it, and I was like, I don't want to, so
Chemistry
I didn't.
was terrible.
So I heard.
I had Mr. Lockett. Did you hear about him?
Nope.
Exactly why. He left right after that semester
How about that?
and flunked me. Shout out to Mr. Lockett. Look what I'm doing now, son. Oh, man. So, one of my earliest memories of you, I know it's going to sound stupid, but Darsan, we're going to get into like the acting side of things right now. Darsan's an actor out here in Los Angeles doing a lot of big roles, doing a lot of things behind the scenes as well. So one of my favorite memories of you and one of the first things that I showed my dad when I told him about you was the Sprint commercial.
Oh, yeah.
The Sprint commercial. Come on, Nana. It's a cat video.
I've already seen it, Nana. Like 100 times.
You know how big that was? Everyone from high school knew about that, knew you. And, that was one of the first commercials to really, real commercials that capitalized on viral trends.
Yeah, it was when Sprint started doing that campaign of Data Dilemma, I think was the campaign. I got the graduation spot. And, I got messages from people saying, it's scary when I'm watching basketball and you appear on my TV.
It was so real. My mom and I were watching an NBA game at halftime. I think I texted you during that game. And we were watching, I think it was the Celtics Hawks, this is way long ago. 8, 9. This is when Pierce was still playing for the Celtics, and that was before 2013.
I think it was 2012.
Yeah, that was
because that was when I was doing Victorious.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah, Ariana Grande messaged me saying, hey, it's you. She took a picture of her screen and sent it to me. It was sweet.
That was one of the funniest commercials. Nana, I've seen it 100 times. So you were on Victorious around that same time.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about it briefly. We never really got into that.
Mm-hmm.
We basically just make side jokes and whatnot. Me being a prepubescent kid, I was always interested in Ariana
Harassing
Grande.
me for Ariana Grande's phone number.
As a joke, though, let's make it known. Let's make it known. If Ariana's tuning in, I definitely wasn't harassing him like that. This is one of my good friends.
Don't worry, you weren't the only one saying give me the hot redhead's number. I think was the words you used for that.
Okay, let's also backtrack. I was 14, 15. But I also did this probably up until I was 20, so I'm 4 years older than that now. I'm 24. I've learned my lessons.
Have you, though?
Ariana, if you want to give me your number, just message me, and I will gladly respond back with proper etiquette, unlike my 18-year-old and 20-year-old self. Let's leave it at that. So how was it on Victorious?
It was really interesting because, first of all, I kind of didn't know I was going to get it or that it was a recurring role. I did the audition, and I got a call from an agent saying, hey, so they're going to cut the part from the episode. It was the episode The Worst Couple for anyone who watches Victorious. That was season 3. They said they plan on cutting it, but they want you to come do it anyway. And I thought that was a really strange request, but I was still really new in the industry, so I just thought, yeah, sure, it'll be fun. Plus, it's Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
funny thing is I got that audition literally like 2 days after I told my agents I wanted Nickelodeon auditions. And
So it
then they
worked
sent me
out.
that, and I was like, well, I guess I have to book this. Huh. So I go and do it. I think it's just a one-off, and I say I get to meet everyone. I didn't meet Victoria till like the very end, so she was like kind of the person I didn't really get to know that day. But yeah, Ariana Grande, Liz Gillies, Evan Jogia, everyone else, they were all there. So I was just sitting in the corner eating baked potatoes, and they gave me a spit bucket, but I was hungry, so I actually ate them.
You ate the potato.
Oh yeah, I ate all the food they gave me, dude.
You know, I don't blame you for that.
I'm
I
getting
get
paid
that.
to eat. Like, why would I say no to that? So,
Have you ever seen My 600-Pound Life?
yeah.
The Biggest Loser? Mm-hmm. They're literally doing the opposite. They're getting paid not to eat.
Yeah. No, that's a rough story. But anyway, back to more upbeat stuff. Instead of the guy who got exploited on TV.
Right.
So I do that, and then I get a notification from my agents the following week that they want me to come in for another episode. I'm like, okay, and it was Tori and Jade's Playdate, which was actually my debut, and I got a bunch of scenes, and one of the best songs of the series, Take a Hint, which is a very feminist song about guys not understanding what no means, and I love that song. I heard it so many times I memorized it, but also it's a great song. So we did that. There are a few gifs of me now floating around from that episode of like me peeking out with the binoculars and looking down and biting my bell pepper.
I've seen that so many times on Twitter as of late. I've seen it so many times. The bell pepper one.
Yeah.
And also
it's
when
really
you're
fun
twerking.
being a gif.
The one of you twerking too.
Yeah. So that wasn't even in the script, honestly. The twerking was not in the script.
You just improvised that.
I got there. It was Tori Goes Platinum, one of their hour-long specials, and it was when all the students at Hollywood Arts were sending in their auditions for to get their platinum album. And all the script says was cuts to Burf sitting on a toilet singing Five Fingers to the Face, which is like their version of Baby Got Back. So when we get there, we just go to one of the studio bathrooms. They have a camera set up in there, and they kind of made it look really not favorable to be in, let alone do an audition. And I said, so, like, how did you want me to do the song? They said, we honestly don't know. Like we gave you a guitar, you could, like, have fun with that, or, like, we honestly don't know. Just do what feels right. And I said, I know it feels right. So halfway through the song, and this is the clip they use, just that, they have the extended version of the credits. I've seen the whole thing of me doing this. I take the guitar I'm holding, I just stick it in the trash can next to me. And then I put my hands on the toilet, look back at the camera, and then just start twerking. I was told that Dan Schneider spit his drink out on the monitors. So that was a win.
That thing has gone around
felt
everywhere. Right. You put did they know that you were going to do any of that? Nothing at all.
I didn't know I was going to do it. Once I saw the layout, I was just like, you know what? It's not going to work if I use the guitar, because they said use the guitar as a microphone. I'm like, nah, you need to go big for this.
Yeah, just be natural.
Yeah. Just do something that someone who's not cool thinks is cool. And it's
so
a hip-hop
ambiguous.
song.
Five Fingers to the Face. Do you know the lyrics?
Yeah. Can I do it because of copyright or something? I don't know.
I mean, you would know better than I would.
Yeah, it starts off and it's going, girl, you know I flaunt ya, cause girl, I really want ya, and you looking nice, got me cooler than a bag of ice. Now freeze, 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 now go, drop it fast and take it real slow. Whoa, what? You smell so fruity, I'm a pirate and you're my booty. So bring it in close, and let me have my daily dose. Girl, I've been thinking about you, think about me. What you think about it? 5 fingers to the face. 5 fingers to the face. Yeah, something like that.
Now I understand why you put the guitar in the trash can.
Yeah. It's thinking in character. You just when you get to be a character enough, and I was lucky that I got to do Birth for 11 episodes and 5 webisodes. You get more of an opportunity to get away with that.
Yeah,
because you've earned it.
Burf was one of the best character names I've ever heard, by the way.
Yeah, Liz Gillies told me that it was like a inside joke that was around for a while, and I said, really? And she's like, yeah, they didn't tell you? Like, the full name was Burf Defect.
Burf Defect?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was the inside joke?
Uh-huh.
So your character's name, you're telling me, was...
Full name is Bartholomew Defect.
That show sounds like it was a lot of fun to work on.
It was. We did so much. It was at Nick on Sunset, which I'm so sad is gone now. They have like some, I guess it's going to be an office space now. It makes me sad every time I drive by
Wait,
there.
that's actually gone now?
Yeah, it's gone.
I thought they were just remodeling it.
Oh no, the studio's not there anymore. There's no studio there anymore.
Where's the studio then?
I mean, they're probably just shooting. I know Nickelodeon has a studio at Burbank, and sometimes they'll rent out another thing. But yeah, it's gone.
So there's no Nick studio in LA then?
There is a Nick studio, but I know their animation one. I don't know if they have an official one, but yeah, we were shooting at Nick on Sunset. And that's also where they shot Drake and Josh.
They shot what? I thought they shot...
When you go into the lobby of the studio, when I went to audition, I went in there and it was the movie theater from Drake and Josh. And I was like, wait a second. Where's Crazy Steve?
Yeah, I was going to say, where's Crazy Steve?
Cock-a-doodle-doo, the cow says moo.
Did you hear that theory that Crazy Steve... what was it? It was the iCarly theory about how he ended up...
That he killed the Parkers and he kidnapped Megan and made her change her name to Carly.
Yep. So please go in depth and explain this theory.
Yeah, it's a fan theory because Jerry Traynor did a few episodes of, like, iconic character Crazy Steve. I don't know how he got employed there.
Yeah, how would someone
At
get
the movie
employed,
theater.
like, with the name Crazy
I don't know,
Steve?
but, yeah, like, Helen employed him, but yet hated Josh. Who knows? But, yeah, it's this fan theory that he, killed Drake and the rest of the family and Josh, and then Megan was the survivor, so he takes her and moves to Seattle, and they changed their name.
Can you debunk whether this is true or not?
Well, all I can say is in Sam and Cat, there's an episode where they have to go to a mental institution to find Neville, and Crazy Steve is there. He's wearing a Hannibal Lecter mask.
Oh my god. So you're telling me there could be credence to this theory?
Who knows? I mean, connected universes are fun like that.
I love that you saw the video after Breaking Bad with with Walter White reprising his role from Malcolm.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Middle, where they're in bed
And
he's
he
like,
wakes up with Jane because American's just like, I had this crazy dream.
just like casual. That was one of the best like wild fan theories that went around. Oh, man, the internet remains undefeated.
Truly.
So Victorious, Sprint commercial, yeah, Community.
Yeah, I actually got Community because of the Sprint commercial.
That's how you landed it?
Yeah. I gotta go clear my throat. You can edit this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, be careful. Coronavirus is going around.
Not with me, though. I got that Bud Light virus.
You saw that fake article too, then, didn't you?
I didn't. This is a Trevor Noah joke.
Oh my god!
He made this great joke just saying, like, I remember my grandfather's final words as he died from Bud Light virus.
That was the thing. That was the thing.
Yeah.
There was an article online, a spoof article. I think it was The Onion that I saw. Said that
They probably got it from him then.
that Corona offered $15 million to the CDC to change the virus's name to the Bud Light virus.
Yeah, no, that's just a joke. But anyway, so yeah, I actually got Community because of the Sprint commercial. The casting director, Jewel Bestrup, she saw it and she thought, oh my god, this kid, this is dry delivery. He's like Black Napoleon Dynamite. We gotta find him.
Napoleon Dynamite.
I think she was casting the animated series of Napoleon Dynamite at the time.
There was
when
an
they had
animated
that, Yeah,
series?
it had like a season or two on Fox. But anyway, she was like, I gotta find this guy. And so she did like all this research. She got like super Sherlock about it. Like she told me all this in person. I was really surprised because this like never happens in the industry. Like when people really like you, I don't know that they're that honest even about it, but that they would do that much work. So I clearly made an impression. So anyway, she brought me in. Her office is at CBS Radford Studios. That's in the Valley. And we talked. We got to know each other. And then a year-long audition process began. They wanted to get me on the show. They just didn't know how. So they kept bringing me in again and again and again for like a year. And it was season 4 at the time. So I did not join the Darkest Timeline. Yay. But yeah, they just kept bringing me in. And her casting, the casting director she was working with, Josh Einson, they would bring me in. They had me read different things. So they'd have different things to present to the producers. Season 5 comes around. I finally land a role. And when I get there, they tell me that, yeah, we're looking for more meat puppets like Vicky and Garrett and Fat Neil and Magnitude. So, like, you know, one of those guys, like, you'll still be in the universe just sort of popping up here and there. And we kind of want to do that with you. And I thought, oh, wow, that's really nice. So we wrapped for that day. Really fun day. Got to improvise with Joel McHale. We hit it off really well. I had a Windows phone at the time. He totally grilled me for that.
All right, yeah, I got to tell you, that was my biggest gripe with you. Of all the things as your friend, the one thing I had an issue with was you were dead set on the damn Windows phone. You know how much shit I gave you? Remember I gave you all that crap?
Hey, we all went through the awkward phase growing up. Mine was a Windows phone one.
I had a Zune, but I also had an iPod.
Yeah, you did.
I had a DS, but I also had a PSP. Shout out to Sony. That's one of the best handheld game consoles of all time.
Yeah, I wish it was handled better. That was a great console.
The PSP Go, too, the flip up and the touchscreen. So, Community.
Yeah, so anyway, after that, they couldn't quite figure out how to get me back because Donald Glover was leaving that season, and they wanted me in a few episodes with him, but they didn't know if I would steal focus or not with the bits they had for me. So they just, I'd get a pin, which is basically seeing if you're free for your shoot schedule. So I got that like a bunch of times throughout season 5, and it was like, why are you playing with my feelings like this? So show gets canceled, and I'm like, oh damn, it would have been fun. Season 6 comes back around. Yahoo Screen brought it back for that, and then they bring me back. And I got to do some more episodes with everyone, so it was really fun. Now we just wait and see if we get a movie.
See, that's what I was actually going to ask you. This whole season 6
seasons in a movie, huh?
Yep. How did that come about?
So in season 2, there's a scene where Jeff is at lunch and Abed comes out sort of with a cape, because Abed, and he tries to do the trick where you throw the cape over what's on the table and make it disappear, and it doesn't work. It just pulls all the lunch onto the floor, and there's just this beat, and he runs off, like does a swish of the cape and goes running off, and Jeff said something, I forget the line, and then Abed yells back, 6 seasons and a movie. And it just became a running thing because Community has such a strong cult following. So the Dan Harmon eventually acknowledged it. So we got the 6 seasons. Now we just need the movie. So for him, he doesn't want to have to go through the creative process of actually pouring his heart out into a script and making the movie. Having this wonderful idea of bringing everyone back together again and then find out some people don't want to do it. Even though we've all told him repeatedly we would love to do it. The main cast members have a group text where they're like, so, we doing this movie or what? And at the last festival where they all got together, Donald didn't get to attend because he was doing stuff for Atlanta. But they all went, and Dan sort of mentioned, and then Allison said, no, we want to do the movie. And Yvette Nicole Brown said, yeah, like everyone on stage were like, yeah, we'd totally do it. So
potentially there's a movie.
Potentially there's a movie, and Allison Brie said she did get a call about it, and Yvette said something like that too. So
it works out.
No way to know what's happening with that. All I know is they acknowledged that they got a phone call about it.
And we're back with my good buddy Darsan Solomon. Darsan, I got to say, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, my guy.
Yeah,
you got to come back to the studio again.
Oh, yeah, no, this would be really fun to come here and hang out again.
Especially now that it's not just a sports show. It's about sports culture, variety, everything that goes into it.
Yeah, you got an actor on here. You got an esteemed actor.
Ooh, fancy. Second one.
I'm a GIF. I'm famous.
Famous. All the lemons. Guys, go check him out right now. Darsan, give him all the socials.
Yeah, so I have a verified Facebook page. You'll see me looking real sexy at the camera. And a blue checkmark next to my name. Yay! And then on Instagram, I have a more bizarre-looking picture, but that's at Darsan Solomon. And then on Twitter, that's at Dizzy Idiot, and it's my head on Godzilla's body, breathing fire.
This has been the latest episode of Get It Right with Alex Himes and my good buddy Darsan Solomon. We'll catch you next week.
Money isn't real. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.
Through training camp, out to see.
Those are pretty damn good averages. Hi, Alex Himes here, and it's time to get it right.